I want to take you guys through a hip warm up, a mobility flow, one of my favorite things, especially if your low back tends to bother you all the time, or if you have any type of hip pain from glutes into the front, into your psoas, otherwise known as hip flexor, or anything of the sort.
We are going to start with a hip 90-90 rotation into a 90-90 bridge. Repeat this on both sides. And then after that, we're going to straighten the leg out in front and go up into a half kneeling position where you're going to do a single leg calf raise into toe raises. We're going to do that a couple times on each side. I like to do 3 to 5 reps, just depending. If you get some tightness in the calf or in the foot or a cramp, that is totally normal. Keep moving through that and keep breathing through that. Slowly lower yourself back down to the floor and rotate to the opposite side where we're going to push up into the bridge again. Swing that leg around and come up into a half kneeling position where we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. You'll see it's difficult on this side for me. Actually, I'm doing a little bit of ankle dorsiflexion here as well. You can add that in. We're going to use the core to push up into that half kneeling position. If you need to, use your hand to press up while you teach yourself how to do this with your hips and with your core. Repeat those calf raises and toe raises with the little ankle dorsiflexion. When you get ready, lower yourself down to the floor, breathing out as you go. Swap that hip back into a 90 position. And we're going to lift the leg using the glute and straighten it out in front of you. This one takes a little bit more control. And you see I'm trying not to raise and lean to the side. After that, we're going to do a couple of swaps with the legs. I like to call these windshield wipes on a single side just to get a little bit of mobility, trying to keep the opposite leg and knee on the ground, using your hip to do this. You'll see where I'm pointing to underneath my hip to control this movement. After that, I like to straighten the leg out. We're going to reach forward and then bring it back, rotate to the opposite side, and then straighten the leg out, reach forward into that forward fold position. And then we're going to repeat the straightening on the opposite side with those leg kicks and raises of the leg. A little bit of control there. You can see how I broke that movement down, raising the foot, keeping the knee on the ground, then raising the whole leg off the ground. If you need to take this out, feel free to practice this movement, and as you get better, you can add it back in. I love a 90-90 reach and twist personally. If you notice some tightness in the low back, feel free to limit this motion to your comfort. Hope you enjoy.